Oh, hey everybody. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? All right, you guys, we're getting ready to have our reality chat about Married to Medicine, the reunion. Oh, it was kind of slow. And then we're also going to have a conversation about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, we're going to have that. I'm going to play the intro and we're going to be right back. Give y'all time to come on in the room here, okay? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all back here shortly.
Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina and Clovis, special guests. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
All right, y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and have a conversation. Hey, Jonathan.
What's going on, Regina?
Hey. So you guys, the reunion happened. And oh my goodness, let me tell you, Jonathan, first of all, let me say hi to the folks. Let's say hi to the folks first. Let's say hi to the people. Jonathan, I'm loving the hair pull back. I'm loving it. I'm loving the hair
Thank
pull
you.
back.
I have a half ponytail. Much better than the full ponytail, because the full ponytail is like painful, like all that hair all up in one. Yeah, I can't do that. But this half ponytail, I can definitely manage. So yes, thank you.
Yeah, I know too much hair. I know. Listen, I don't even have that much hair. Look, this little bit back here, Jonathan, I'll be like, no, I can't do that. Hey, Aaron, how are you today? Thank you for being here, Aaron. Listen, y'all, now come on.
What's
now.
Going on, Aaron?
Help the channel out. We need y'all to click like, click subscribe, click share. We need y'all to do y'all's part now. I love it. All right. Thank you so much, Aaron, for putting all these nice jewels in the chat. Let me make sure this is working on the other side there. Y'all let me know in the chats there if y'all are hearing us okay while I bring this up. Thank you for putting all the information in there also, Aaron. Hey, Dustin. How you doing today, Dustin?
What's going on,
glad
Dustin?
to see you there as well, too. Y'all better go ahead and say hello to Miss Bianca. Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Bianca. She said, now y'all come on and get ready for this program today so we can have some fun. I know y'all probably thought y'all was going to, be like having a bad day today. And I know y'all got my motivational message this morning. So come on here and have this fun time tonight. Come on now. We're going to help you get all happy all the way around. Thank you, Bianca. She's amazing. Her and Aaron, all of them, they are amazing. Thank y'all for being here. All right. So let me go ahead and get this. Let's see. Hey, Latoya. Hey, girl. Hey. Listen, love me some Latoya too. Let me get my backup. This way you got to have multiple devices here because, sometimes when this internet wants to act up, you have to have multiple devices to be like, listen, listen, because we're not playing over here. We don't have multiple devices. There we go. Hey, Latoya. Thank you for being here, girl. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. Now, y'all remember to stay fun, loving, and nice in those comment sections down there. We're about to have a wonderful conversation. Hey, LaTanya Miller, thank you so much for being here. She says, hey, Juice Radio, I'm so sorry I missed the other lives. Girl, they on repeat. It's okay, girl. It's okay. You can go ahead and watch them on our YouTube channel.
Okay, that's what YouTube's for, honey.
I love it, right? They make it so easy for us. You can watch us live, then you can watch the replays. And listen, watching the replays is kind of like watching us live because I still go back and say hello and put those comments in there as well. And, so it's okay. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Let me go ahead and jump in here because we've got about 45 minutes for this to cover two shows because tonight at 7 p.m., we have got to get over here and do our conversation about this reunion for 90 Day Fiancé.
Yes.
Y'all, that was something else. But we're going to talk about that. Dustin is going to join us along with Aaron at 7 p.m. as we talk about that 90 Day Fiancé reunion. because
Yes.
it was a whole different thing than this one. Jonathan, this Married to Medicine reunion, to me it was like semi boring.
It was not much to talk about, to be honest. Besides, I will say I was able to handle Quad's hair a little bit more. Quad's hair actually looked good during the reunion. I enjoyed seeing it. It
Hmm.
didn't look as bad as I thought that it looked in the pictures. Although
Uh-huh.
still don't feel like it's her color. I don't think she should make a habit of using that hair, but it looked decent on the show. And I thought Toya looked gorgeous. That face was beat. I thought Toya looked amazing. I thought Heavenly looked good as well. All the ladies looked very good. It was very spicy between Sweet Tea and Heavenly. So I want to start out with this picture that Sweet Tea put on, seems like everyone's door rather, with the message, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. Harkening back to the Help movie that we all love and enjoy. What did you think of that by Sweet Tea?
Let me tell you, Latoya, I don't know who styled Quad. I don't know who styled her. Look at her. But let me tell you, Jonathan, when I saw that, you know what I said? I actually put this, I think, in somebody's comments. One of the bloggers or something had it on there, and they showed the picture, and they were going in on Sweet Tea. And I just, I just put shows her age.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Hmm. Shows her age. That's all I had to comment, because that was giving such childish behavior. Come on now. That was how many years ago? You want to pull that up, girl? Pull up something fresh and new. Sweet Tea, that was a miss. That was a miss.
But you know what it reminded me of, Regina? And I don't know if this came to your mind. I don't know if you remember a couple years back when with Mariah had that huge picture on her door, and Dr. Heavenly took the initiative to draw a mustache and horns on her picture.
So
So
childish.
for me, I felt like, well, I mean, somebody did the same thing to you. And Dr. Heavenly took it very well. Like, she was not offended by it whatsoever. Like,
Mhm.
it didn't even seem like it phased her at all. So Dr. Heavenly was ready for that. But that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of Heavenly drawing on Mariah's picture. And Mariah was upset, didn't even come back to set after the first initial round of questioning with the girl. So
Yeah.
that's what it reminded me of.
It to me, it's all childish. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Y'all just doing this childish stuff. But here's the thing, Sweet Tea, eventually this is gonna get so old so fast,
Yes, it will.
because you are just see, I started out liking Sweet Tea because she was okay with Quad showing up unannounced to her bachelorette party. Hey, Toya Caldwell, thank you for being here too. Thank you. I was like, okay, I kind of liked her because she handled she handled that whole thing like a real boss.
She
She was real
did.
nice about it. I loved it. But all this bantering back and forth with Dr. Heavenly, why? Why are you doing it? And then not only that, she's bantering also with Dr. Jackie. I mean,
Hmm.
why? Why are we doing this? Sweet Tea, you have so much more to offer us than this. And it's not making you look good at all, Sweet Tea. It is not.
It really isn't. Something else that we saw that I was a little bit surprised by, we actually saw a little bit of accountability by Quad when she actually genuinely apologized to Toya for the things that she had said about her in the past. And Toya actually recognized the accountability in her apology. She said, this is the first time Quad has actually taken accountability for what she's done and given a genuine apology. Did you get the same feel from Quad that it was a genuine apology? Because I felt that it was genuine.
You know what? It probably was genuine, but here's the thing that I think Toya was looking at, as well as the other ladies. Quad only does this stuff when the cameras are rolling.
Right.
And
Yes.
that's the problem, because that's showing that you are here for your check. You are not here to be a loyal friend. You're
Right.
only here when the cameras are rolling, and so you're performing.
Mm.
So even in her genuineness that she may think it is still considered a performance because she continues to behave this way. And so I get where Toya is. I get where Dr. Beverly is. It's a bit much. It's a bit much.
Right, exactly. Simone, well, no, Toya brought up the fact that, when Quad came to Napa Valley, Quad initially said that she came for Toya, but then when she was amongst the girls without the cameras there, she said she was there for her check. And which does not surprise me whatsoever. That's what I get from Quad. She's here for a check. She's here for the come up. She's here for the visibility on camera. That's what she's here for. She's here for the cameras, period. She's not
She
here
is.
for any of these ladies. And I think that's ultimately why the ladies decided to ask her to leave that trip that they were in California. So to me, I mean, the girls see Quad for who she is. And I
Yes,
think Quad's time is up. I really don't need to see Quad on Married to Medicine after this season. I really don't.
we don't.
And I
We
also
don't.
love to see the support that Dr. Jackie received from the girls after this whole thing blew up with
Yes.
this comment that she made on Dr. Heavenly's show a couple of years back. And she said that
Mhm.
every single girl reached out to her. She said that Phaedra called her every day. So, Dr. Heavenly was sending her flowers, and Toya gave her some really, really good advice. She was with Dr. Simone every single day. But one person who didn't reach out was Quad. But Quad did say that Heavenly told her that this was not the right time to reach out to Dr. Jackie. So do you think that that was Dr. Heavenly's place to tell Quad whether she should reach out or not?
Uh,
Because she is Dr. Jackie's best friend on the show.
oh, Dr. Heavenly is.
Yeah.
Dr. Heavenly is.
Well, I don't know, because I don't see Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, buddying up like they used to. And I do see
Right.
Dr. Jackie with Dr. Heavenly more of the time than I see her with Dr. Simone. So I would have
Yeah.
to say about that statement that Dr. Heavenly is her best friend on the show.
Yeah, and then we also know that Dr. Simone is going to let Dr. Jackie know coming up real soon. Hey,
Yes.
she's interfering. I just had something come across my phone here. I had to pick it up, Jonathan. I had to pick it up. So I got some. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Because the Toya just put up a comment saying how cute Apollo looked good. And as soon as she said that, I got some little notification on my phone here. And I said, wait a minute. What did I miss? What is going on here? Wait. It says ex Real Housewives of Atlanta star Apollo Nida seemingly caught cheating on wife in viral Ring camera footage that shows him booed up with mistress, allegedly tells side chick we going to have a baby and leak text messages.
Ooh.
No, we ain't even see your scene yet on reunion. Wait, Apollo. What? Let me just read this. It says from the Jasmine brand. It says the Jasmine brand said it looks like karma has hit Apollo Nida pretty hard this time around. In recent video evidence, former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Apollo Nida appeared to be stepping out on his wife Shireen. I'm gonna say allegedly. Then it says, as last reported, Apollo Nida privately tied the knot with his second wife Shireen in October 2022. Nida was previously married to ex-star Phaedra in 2009, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know that. And then it says, now Nida has been exposed for allegedly having a side chick. The rumors swirled after clips from a Ring camera surfaced on social media, which captured Nida and the unnamed woman together on a sofa. Another one caught the TV personality entering the home. Oh, what?
Now,
Additionally, text messages from the mistress to Nida were revealed. The virtual exchange depicted Nida saying to an unidentified individual, I love you too, baby, around New Year's Eve. Nida also said in response to her wishing them great things. Child, I cannot. This was 2 hours ago. I cannot.
now,
Jonathan,
now, now, how did the Ring camera catch him on the couch? Because last time I checked, Ring cameras give you an outside view of what's going on outside the door, not actually what's going. But I guess Ring cameras would have inside surveillance as well. So I guess that must have been part of the inside surveillance, because I know they do inside surveillance too.
yeah, and it did say that allegedly side chick on the rumors swirled that the clips from a Ring camera surfaced on social media, which captured Nida and the unknown woman together on a sofa. Apollo, now come on, we have not even seen your episode yet. And I was rooting for you. I done posted on my YouTube community page and everything that I'm ready to see you.
But Regina, are you surprised? because I'm not. I'm really not surprised at all. I mean, it is a hot topic for sure. Absolutely, it's something to talk about, but it's not a
Oh,
surprise that
cool.
the fine man, from Housewives of Atlanta, formerly Phaedra Parks' husband, then cheated on his wife. Now, the funny thing is, I don't believe that he actually cheated on Phaedra. But this actually does not surprise me still. I don't know. Maybe
Oh
I
my
won't say maybe it's because he's a man, because not all men cheat. And that's a terrible stereotype that's out there for all
Mm.
men. All men do not cheat. There are some good men out here who are
Yeah,
faithful to their
there's some.
wives and girlfriends. I'm just not surprised about Apollo, whatever his last name is doing this.
Neither. Neither.
Neither. Okay.
Apollo. Oh Lord, Latoya. Okay, let me get back to to this. Let me get back to this, Jonathan. I'm sorry, I had to do that breaking news. And
It's
here's the
okay.
thing: I am not for cheating in any form. And come on now, the ring doorbell have to catch you, like you said, Jonathan, on the sofa. Now the story said on the sofa. Okay, somebody got the ring camera inside. Did his wife have to
Right.
put it there? That's the question. Did his wife have to put it there?
Mm.
Did she suspect something? Why is
Uh-oh.
it inside? Because I definitely don't have a ring camera inside my house.
Okay.
Not a ring
Not,
camera. Now I got some other cameras, but I ain't got no ring
okay.
camera. I ain't got no ring. Be like, ding, look, girl. I be like, what? No, I don't have one of those cameras, but I got some other
Okay.
cameras for security purposes. Apollo, they gonna tear you up, Apollo, on this reunion when you come up. They gonna tear you apart in the social media world. Listen, Simone is not happy with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly being buddied up. So it's just a mess. But back to your question, Jonathan. Ask me again because I was caught up in the notifications.
Absolutely. So Dr. Jackie was explaining when she was going through the turmoil with that video resurfacing of her comments towards African American pregnant women,
Yeah,
complaining to their OBGYNs and their doctors concerning their pregnancy, saying certain things that should not have been said. And she acknowledged that.
yeah,
She said that every single woman on the cast reached out to her. Phaedra was calling her every day. Dr. Heavenly
yes.
was sending her flowers. She was with Dr. Simone a whole lot. Toya gave her some sage advice concerning things like this. But she said that
Mm-hmm.
Quad never reached out to
No, she
her.
didn't.
And Quad said that she asked Heavenly about reaching out, and Heavenly told her this is not the right time. So how do you feel about her going to Heavenly asking, should I reach out to her? Should I not? Because Dr. Heavenly is what some people say Dr. Jackie's pit bull or her bulldog or whatever the case might
Well,
be, her attack dog. So how do you feel about that whole situation and how that planned out?
I think for Quad to have to ask Dr. Heavenly, should I reach out to her, that lets us know that Quad and Dr. Jackie had an issue with each other. Because you can't just reach out to her directly. You got to ask Dr. Heavenly. So that lets me know, Quad, there's an issue between you and Dr. Jackie that you have to go through a third party to try and get access to Dr. Jackie. When you should have been enough woman to say, listen, I'm going to still reach out to her. I don't care what happened. Just like Simone said. Simone said,
Exactly.
listen, she said, me and Quad weren't in a good place. But when it happened with the little baby, I called Quad. And
Hmm.
Simone, Quad did not want her to mention, and I understand it brings back all that
Right.
trauma back
Of
to her. I
course.
understand it. Simone wasn't having it, child. Simone was still gonna mention it. I don't
Be-
know about that
because
part, Simone.
because
Ooh,
Simone felt like she needed to make her point. Simone
I get
needed
it.
to make her point in the moment. And I feel like her point might not have been reached if she weren't able to bring up that
You're right.
particular that that
You're
that
right.
particular situation. So
I don't
I
think she was being
understand.
malicious. I think like you said,
No,
she wanted
not
to
not
make
at
her point.
all.
Right.
Not at all. It's just
Mhm.
it was just at Quad's expense,
Right.
unfortunately. But
Yeah.
at the same time, Simone is not in a good place with Quad, so she's not really necessarily, worried about where Quad is. She just
She
needed to
was.
make sure her point was proven. That unless the camera's around, you don't like to be around the girls. And
And
Dr.
she
Simone's
doesn't.
point was
And she doesn't.
taken.
Right. Quad doesn't want to be around them. Quad only wants to be around them, like she said, to get her check. That
Right.
is that I believe is the truth. I believe that's her truth. And the girls have to decide, do we want to film with you or not? And they made that decision when they were, on that vacation where they called her to the room and say, okay, you dismissed. We don't need
Right.
you anymore. Even Phaedra said, I'm not going down with the Titanic.
Right,
Phaedra's
exactly.
like, no, girl, I tried to help you, and I threw you a life vest. I threw you with the little ring and all that, and you still tried to drag me down with you. So Phaedra was like, to a point, I gotta let you go. And let me say this, Jonathan, in real life with real friends, if you got somebody that's doing that same type of thing to you, you have to know when to let go too. I'm not mad at Phaedra for being like, listen, I need to let this go. This friendship that I'm trying to help you with, you dragging me down right now.
Right,
And so I
exactly.
have to let it go. And in the world, you have to do that in real life. So shout out to Phaedra for doing that. I'm not mad at her. Phaedra's like, even on a TV show, I got to let you go, girl, because you dragging me down. Quad has been doing this to these ladies since she got on here, even when Mariah was on here. When she got that whole scene with Sister Circle, her head, I think, exploded even more, and she thought she was that much bigger.
Right. She thought she reached the
She
mountaintop
thought,
with Sister
right,
Circle. She was really putting 20 on 10 with Sister Circle because
right.
that's just one thing in itself. But you know the same sort of thing sort of kind of happened to Nene, but Nene was a little more humble because she kept coming back to the show. Because she understood where her checks come from. She understood what her
Mhm.
bread and butter really is. And when you take that for granted, which I really believe Quad is doing right now with Married to Medicine, then you know the consequences will arise, and those consequences have arrived. And once
They
again,
arrived.
I don't expect to see Quad in the upcoming seasons. Another question concerning Quad. It was rumored that Quad had something to do with that video of Dr. Jackie resurfacing.
Mhm.
Quad went up to Jackie after the break, and you know she insisted that it had nothing to do with her. Now, I don't think that Quad was the one who did that, but like you said, it seems like Quad and Jackie had issues, so it might not be out of the realm of possibility that it could have been Quad. Do you think it might have been
Mhm.
Quad?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was, but I'm gonna say like Dr. Jackie said. She said basically, she's gonna save herself. So
Hmm.
that lets me know she thinks maybe Quad has something to do with it. That lets me know that there's a distrust when it comes to Quad. And so I'm not gonna say if Quad did it or not. I don't know who did it, but whoever did it, if it wasn't Quad, they set Quad up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they set Quad up. So if they were trying to get at Dr. Jackie, they actually got at Quad. So
Right.
whoever did it. Now, back to how all the ladies rallied around Dr. Jackie. I love it, love it, love it. I love it that it was Phaedra that was the very first one to reach out
Hmm.
to her. I'm so glad it was not Dr. Heavenly because that would have been a whole another thing. But I am so glad that it was Phaedra that reached out to her first. I love that they all got. Now, I did not hear that Sweet Tea reached out to her. I
No,
heard
I didn't hear that
somebody
either.
else.
But I'm
Right.
thinking that Sweet Tea and Dr. Jackie were probably still not on too good of terms at that time. And I wouldn't expect for Sweet Tea to reach out to Dr. Jackie in this particular
Mhm.
case because they're really not friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Tea really just got introduced to this group. So that doesn't surprise me whatsoever if that was the case.
So Latoya, this comment right here, Latoya Miller said, "Yes, I saw that. I wouldn't have minded being the side chick that night."
Oh, righty. I heard that. Heard that.
Oh my
Okay.
god! And then Latoya was saying when you was speaking, Jonathan, she said that part, Jonathan. Oh my goodness, y'all are hilarious. Look, Latoya say, "I want to see Apollo." Girl, pull up the ring camera and send
Okay.
it to me.
Okay. I'll check the feed. Okay. I will check the feed, honey.
Listen,
Okay.
I don't think his wife wants to put up with that. Apollo, get your stuff together now. Because you too cute to be out here still doing this kind of mess. And like Jonathan said, I don't think he cheated on Phaedra.
No,
We
I
don't
don't.
know. But if you doing this stuff now, what's going on in your house? Wife, you talk to your husband. Find out what's going on. It don't give you no excuse, Apollo, to be out there
Right.
doing that mess. Hey, Pastor Scott and Angela, how y'all doing? But
Hi.
Apollo, you and your wife need to get together and talk. Now, if y'all separated, y'all going y'all separate ways, then you need to let everybody know. Because I know everybody, all these ladies want to know, Apollo.
They want to know.
They want to
Okay.
know.
Okay. This is
Everybody except me.
pertinent information the girls need to know, honey. Okay.
I'm just gonna be looking because I'm a whole married woman over here, and I ain't leaving my man. I ain't leaving my man, but I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna
So
listen.
something else that I want to hit on really quickly before we move to Potomac. they showed a couple of old clips from previous seasons, and one of the clips that they showed was a fight in between Dr. Simone and Toya that they had at one of their residences, where Dr. Simone was saying, "What you're not going to do is put your hands on me." Back in the day, especially on season 2 reunion, when Dr. Simone said, "Are you being a good mother with your raggedy, broke ASS, leasing houses, leasing cars?" Okay. Back then, I would not have been able to see Dr. Simone and Toya sitting next to each other or on a reunion. Being more than cordial, actually being friends. Did that surprise you, their turnaround in their friendship, that they were able to go from that to this?
No, because that's what happens when accountability steps in.
Yeah.
When a person can be accountable for the wrong they've done and say, "Listen, I was wrong, I did that," and that's how Toya is, that's how Simone is. They can be accountable. So when you can be a friend that can be accountable for your wrong, accept that, you can move on like that. You could change the old narrative. But when you won't take accountability for your stuff and you continue to try and act as though you are the one that is the victim, hashtag quad, then you just can't move on with you. So, I'm glad they're back to another point. But child, yes, I saw Latoya's comment earlier and say somebody check Dr. Simone's throat. That girl can holler, but her point was valid.
It was very valid.
Point was very valid. She said, if Quad continues to tell a lie, I'm gonna speak. If she tell the truth, I'll be quiet. Basically, in so many words, she said. Bianca said, I didn't like that Simone did that, more so for the parents of the child. She could have just said the tragedy that happened. We all would have known what she was talking about. Yes, Bianca. Well, there are a few viewers that may not have known, but yes, I get what you're saying, Bianca, and I agree. Go ahead, John.
Here's the thing about being vague on these reality TV show reunions, on Bravo reunions, and particularly if Dr. Simone had only said the tragedy had happened, Andy would have asked her what exactly happened, and she would have had to tell what happened. Andy is very inquisitive, and he's going to want to know details, and so he's going to want to flesh out whatever it is that someone has to say. So yes, she could have been vague with it, but I think Dr. Simone knew she couldn't be vague with Andy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, but let's move on to Potomac. We start out with the girls on the beach. They were talking about Wendy and Candace's face while Giselle was discussing her daughter going to school in Florida. Now, here's my thing. Do you really think that those facial expressions Wendy and Candace were making were geared towards Giselle's daughter or to Giselle? Because these ladies, Robin and Ashley and Giselle, are making it seem as though Wendy and Candace were shading her daughter, when I know good and gosh darn well that these girls had no shade towards Giselle's daughter whatsoever. They just don't see it for Giselle, and I don't see it either. What do you think?
I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to run this video. Thank you, Bianca. We got the best moderators ever. Bianca done found a video, child. She done found a video of the sofa, child. She done found it.
Okay.
She done found it. So I'm going to say this. I think that Candace and Wendy were wrong in that if you don't like Giselle, then don't like Giselle. But when Giselle is talking about her child, then have a little more oof, because I thought about that, and I understand what you're saying, Jonathan. Also, if they don't like it, they don't like her. But as a mom, I had to look at that portion right there from a mom's point of view. Your child is leaving, going to a college and to a state where the tragedy happened with the young man. And so I understand what Giselle is saying. You don't have to like me, but I'm having a tough conversation about my child going over here to Florida where the stand your ground law exists.
Right.
And so I think the girls, Candace and Wendy, to me, they were being mean girls at that moment. That's my thought. Not to say I don't like Wendy's behavior this season or even some of the seasons before, but in that very moment, I had to look at that from a mom's point of view. I think it was wrong. And even if Giselle would have did it to them, I would say Giselle was wrong too. If Giselle would have did it to Wendy, if Wendy said her son was going down there, I would say, Giselle, you're absolutely wrong.
Right. Yeah. Wrong time, wrong place, wrong conversation.
Right. Wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just gave them an excuse to have this conversation. It just gave them an excuse. You, Wendy and Candace, y'all gave them an excuse to talk bad about y'all because y'all chose the wrong time and wrong place to make those faces. So, you know, I'm with them on them not liking Giselle, but again, wrong time, wrong place.
Okay, so here's the video. Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you, Bianca.
Apollo Nida is being blasted for allegedly creeping out on his wife Shireen, caught on the Ring camera, Netflix and chilling. Listen, this is from On Site. Let me play this video. I don't think there's any sound to it, but here's, oh Lord, there is Apollo. Is that, that's, oh, what's she doing? She talking to, oh, he pulling her in close. Oh, this is inside the house. Oh my gracious, there's no sound. And they sitting on the sofa chilling. What? Oh, wait a minute. She laying in his lap. Who is, where is the wife though?
Regina, do you know what this reminds me? You know what this reminds me of, Regina?
What?
This reminds me of the show Cheaters, when they would put the hidden camera in the cheater's apartment, and the significant other sees the footage of their man or their woman getting it on with somebody else. That's what this is giving right here.
Maybe it is. So is this okay? Whose house is this?
I guess this is the side piece's house. Must be.
Well, yeah, okay, because he's standing outside.
If he's going to their house. Oh, child. Oh, my Lord.
And she set you up, Apollo. She set you up. Because if this is the side piece's house, she don't set you up. She don't set the footage, leak the footage of you on her front porch. Then you inside her house. Oh, wait, there's text messages. Oh my
How
goodness.
else could this information have gotten out if the side chick didn't put it out herself? Come on now.
Y'all, there's text
this kind of stuff don't leak from some random person.
Wait, this show done went to a whole nother thing. There's text messages. I'm gonna have to change my thumbnail on this one. Apollo cheated, allegedly. So there's text messages that says, I love you too, baby. I have an idea that I want to pitch to you for some future success. Okay, cool. We can see each other. We talk. Happy New Year. Okay, Happy New Year. Okay, so this is old. I love and miss you. You are awesome. Wait. Oh my goodness. Wait. What else y'all got here? Look, they're shaking their head. Look, Miss Jenkins. They got Miss Jenkins on here.
Yes. Yeah. No, don't talk about Miss Jenkins. That's what she used to say. Don't say nothing bad about no Miss Jenkins, y'all.
Miss Jenkins. Yo. I cannot. Apollo, this is not right, Apollo. You have a whole wife. Why are you out at night and your wife is not with you, Apollo? Why? Why are you at somebody else's door? Where's your wife? I need to find his page. Go ahead, Jonathan. I just cannot.
So Karen actually did something that I predicted in a previous episode that she wouldn't. She told the ladies who her trainer was. It's this ex-football player by the name of Vernon Davis. We got a whole picture and everything, honey. And then Ashley said, "Oh, I know Vernon. I know Vernon. You know, we used to talk back in the day." Then she ran. She had to go use the bathroom, y'all. She had an excuse. She had to go use the bathroom or whatever. So the ladies are insinuating that Karen is getting a little something from this Vernon Davis on the side. Would you concur with that thought process?
Listen, did you see Karen's face when Ashley said, "Oh, I know him. That's my friend"? Karen's face was all scrunched up like,
okay, like who? What? Since when? When's the last time you seen him, girl? Okay, not my trainer. That's how she was saying too. Not my trainer.
She thought she had him on lock, and it was a secret.
Okay.
All along, he knew that Ashley was his friend. He knew.
Yes.
Ooh, Karen, your trainer done played you. That's what I
think.
I think your trainer done played you, Karen. Karen thought she had him on lock. She thought it was a whole secret. Karen, you should have just never said his name. Nobody would have ever known.
Okay.
Now that they do know,
Child. And so we get to this conversation at a dinner table. They had 3 different dinners on this one episode, child. But I guess this is the only way that we can have a round table conversation. But Candace and Robin's issues are trying to be talked out. Do you feel like Robin is playing the victim in this situation? Because I feel like she is playing the victim, but she actually is a victim in this situation, so she can play it because she is the center of attention. Her story is the center of attention. So, I mean, she's doing what a victim would do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do you think about
it? Here's the thing. Robin has said a lot about Karen. Robin said a lot about that Karen was allegedly cheating and all this and everything. Mm-hmm. So all of this is going to come back on Robin because Robin put those allegations out there so hard for Karen. So what goes around comes around. That's why you got to always be nice about people, because let me tell you, you gonna make up an allegation or go based on some rumor that somebody else is saying. You don't know when that thing gonna come back to your house.
Right. So exactly. Come to your doorstep.
Be careful with that. So I don't know. I think Robin can dish it, but when it comes back to her, she can't take it.
Right. And to be honest, I really have not heard Robin take any accountability for anything that she has done in the past. I don't remember her really doing that. Do you?
No. And Robin did say she's very stubborn. She said that herself. She can hold a grudge. She can hold a grudge. And a lot of times people who hold a grudge won't say, I'm sorry, I apologize, it was me. They usually will hold that thing.
Right, child, because they think they're in the right.
Not Phaedra House. She said, child, not Phaedra. This is not Phaedra.
No, I don't. Bianca said will be here for that.
Bianca said Karen said he worked those inner thighs too. Good.
Yes, Bianca. Yes, the inner thighs, honey. Get that leg up, honey. Yes.
Leg lifts.
Yes. Oh, for a second, Regina, I thought that was your leg. I said, "Oh, wait a minute now, Regina doing something."
No, man, my feet are planted on the ground.
Okay.
I'm not leg lifting. Bianca, poor Karen. She think he working them inner thighs for Karen.
Just for Karen, okay. Karen thought she was the only one, honey. Yes, she did.
He thought she was the only one who inner thighs was getting worked on.
Okay, Lord have mercy.
That's why Ashley had to get up and run to the bathroom. She probably thought.
She knew, and I don't know why Ashley even opened her mouth if she did not want to have to explain what her relationship is with Mr. Vernon Davis. And these girls are clearly not letting it go at all.
Listen, Ashley ain't gonna be quiet. That is an opportune time. Ashley is not gonna be quiet with it, and it has to do with Karen. Oh no, that's what she got up and kept running to the bathroom every time they mentioned his name. She was like, "I know too much about this."
Child.
She did not want to do that. Yes, so, Bianca, that was funny.
So we saw Ashley FaceTiming her children, and her children were with Michael. And Michael has made it clear to Ashley he does not want to be filmed. He does not want to be filmed at all, or she will be sued. Does this surprise you, Regina? Because I was like, wow, but it doesn't surprise me at all. He didn't come to half the reunions, child.
Well, here's the thing: they're going through this big divorce, and he had those
Are
lawsuits.
They really going through a divorce?
I think they slowly going through a divorce.
Okay, kind of like Kenya.
Okay. Yeah, like Kenya, like. Where is Mark?
Okay.
So here's the thing. I think they are slowly going through their divorce. And I think Michael probably got so tired of all the backlash from social media that he's like, listen, y'all not going to have me on this camera no more. And remember, I don't think the husbands get paid for their appearances.
Probably not.
On the show anyway. So Michael's a businessman. He probably, listen, y'all ain't going to pay me. I ain't showing up. Y'all ain't going to get my face. No, y'all ain't.
Don't make dollars. It don't make sense. Okay.
So I'm not mad at Michael. I did think Ashley was being a little sneaky with it because she was like, let me see my kids. Now, Ashley, you knew the agreement that you and Michael had.
Right. So and she ended up saying while she was on the phone, you know, I'm out here filming, and that's exactly when the screen went blank. Okay.
The little emoji
Michael
came
said
up.
no. Okay.
The little MD emoji came up. Michael Dark. Right. That's all you're gonna get. The little emoji. So She was wrong. She was wrong for doing that. She was wrong for putting him in that position when they had the conversation. And she know that there's legalities that involve that. Ashley, you don't have to call your babies while the cameras are rolling.
While
You
the
got
cameras are
off
rolling.
camera time to call your babies and check on your baby. And then she tried to play victim, like, let me see my babies. Let me see my babies. I was like, no, Michael, don't turn the camera back on. I was agreeing with Michael. Don't turn it back on because she know better. She jeopardizing things and she being messy. Leave it alone, Ashley. Call your babies when the cameras are off. Now, when the girls were talking about is she a gold digger, and Ashley was like, Ashley, girl, please.
Oh, now when Wendy brought up the fact that Mia made this point while they were out there practicing tennis, I don't know, I didn't see much practicing, but while they were doing that, I thought Mia was going to come for Wendy. I really thought Mia was going to be mad about that, but Mia stood her ground. Mia said, "Absolutely, yes, that's what I said." Okay,
Mia always stands. Mia's like, okay, like she said. Well, he's not a rapper. Mia will always stand her ground. She don't care. She not gonna hold. She may not always tell the whole truth, but she's not gonna hold back something if she knows it. So listen, I'm not mad at Mia. I'm not mad. Latoya said, "Can she? It must apply to everyone except Juan." Bianca said she's still married. She not gonna say a word. He already hung up in her face. Yeah, talking about Ashley. Ashley is still married, and he basically put it on took the camera off. Now, do I think that Ashley is afraid to really get the full divorce because the money may stop?
Yes.
I think so. Now let me tell you, I said this before. Ashley is no dumb chick.
Right.
Ashley is very smart. I think she knows and she plans ahead, and this is part of the process. Ashley still got that mortgage. If there's an automobile that's not paid, she got credit card debt. She also said, she has access to one of the cards or something like that, the credit cards. And so it's supposed to be that she buys the food for the kids and she possibly buy a wig or something. So Ashley, she's playing the game. That's what she does.
Yeah.
So am I mad at her? No, I'm not. That's between her and Michael and their relationship. It works for them. It's fine. I'm not paying Ashley's bill. So why am I going to be mad at her?
And the way that Ashley was describing it, I have a feeling that Michael is going through all of her finances with a fine-tooth comb, making sure that she's not making any unintelligent financial decisions, that he's making sure that she only uses the card for certain things, she only does this for certain things. So Michael got his leash on I won't say leash. He got a handle on Ashley. That's a better way of saying it. He definitely.
But you know what? Ashley's having the best of two worlds. She get to date whoever she want to date. She gets
and financial security,
and Michael gets to pay the bills. So Ashley is not a dumb chick.
She's living the life, honey. Okay, the life that a lot of these girls want to live, wish they could live. Girl, she's kind of winning in a way. She's sort of kind of winning. Okay,
she's sort of kind of winning but the funny thing, when she said we both pay for something for the kids, and I was like, Ashley, where are you working? And then I was like, oh yeah, she's getting paid for the show. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna give that back.
And remember, she has a clothing line coming out with the fashionable Giselle. So we'll see how that goes. But I also want to get to this conversation between Giselle and Karen.
Yes.
I love Giselle and Karen's relationship because they're real with one another. They don't have to fake it for the cameras. But Giselle has this idea that Karen is one way with Giselle and Robin, and she's another way when all of the girls are around. And Giselle feels like Karen doesn't have her back. And she felt like Karen didn't have her back in the conversation concerning Giselle's child. Now, this conversation clearly went nowhere. We didn't have any resolution coming out of this conversation. No one moved forward or backward either way. What did you get out of this whole scene and Giselle's concerns about Karen's loyalty?
I loved Karen and Giselle with this moment. I absolutely loved it. These are two buddies. They're two friends going through some stuff. And then what I really saw and what I saw was Giselle was telling Karen, I miss my friend. That's what I saw. She was like, I miss my friend. I still want my friend. But Karen was also telling Giselle basically, listen, you know, you have to be able to say certain things when you want to say them and don't try and put her in the middle of it.
Mm.
I love how the two can disagree and then come around and Giselle's like, okay, come on, let's hug, you know, give me a real hug. And they, you know, and then Giselle says something and then Karen finishes a sentence. That moment to me was like, this is what real girlfriends look like.
Right.
This
Yeah.
grown girlfriends right here.
Grown women. Absolutely.
Grown girlfriends. I loved it. I loved it. And they have been through so much, even from the t-shirt gate where, you know, Giselle put all this mess on a t-shirt about, you know, about Karen's
Free
husband.
Ray, pay your taxes. Yes. I remember.
She has always come for Karen, but the way they can come back and still hug it out and still love each other and go through the whole mess and stuff. I love it. That's how girlfriends supposed to do.
You know what I love most about Karen? I love the fact that she never lets the shade affect her. Never lets, and I wish Wendy would
But we
learn
don't
that
see it.
from Karen. Right, we don't see it at all. She doesn't let it show. And that is a true boss grand dame move, to let the girls know she pays it. She pays it every single time. Child, please, on to the next one. Okay, I've been there, heard it all before. Been talked
and I
to,
love
worse
how
by better.
Karen can be neutral, like she says. She's like, I'm neutral. Right. I'm gonna be neutral. I love that she's not picking no sides. She's not picking this side, that side. She can come in and be the neutral person, and it does sometimes get her in a place where the girls may not be happy with her because she's not choosing her side. But that's what grown women do.
Right.
You stay neutral, and that way you can tell this person ain't wrong. You can tell that person ain't wrong. You can tell this person ain't right. You can tell that person they're right. The ladies all need to take a cue from Karen. I loved it. We didn't see too much from NECA, you know, in here, just bits and pieces.
Thank the Lord, honey, because you know I've never saw from Mecca, but one scene we did see Mecca in. Wendy's friend, Wendy and Candace's friend that they brought along with them. So I do too. I just can't remember her name, but I love what she's wearing in her confessionals. I think it's really beautiful with the applique on the top or whatever. But she was trying to talk to Mecca and be like, you know, I don't know what's going on with you and Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Wendy said that, you know, she wants you to apologize, and you know, and she says that, you know, you're playing the victim and all this good stuff. How do you feel about Wendy's friend sticking up for her girl in her adversary's face? Did you enjoy that?
First of all, I love how the friend was talking to NECA and trying to tell her side. NECA, I was like Giselle, I was like, what just happened? NECA took it to a whole nother realm, and I was like, I'm not understanding. I didn't even have time to rewind it and try to see, but I was like, NECA, what are you doing? This girl don't even have to be talking to you. She's Wendy's friend. Right. But she's talking to you. She's talking to you because she seems to be a person that's neutral. Right. So I didn't understand why NECA was getting so hot and heated with the girl.
And it seemed like Wendy's friend was trying to make things better between them. She didn't come at her all haughty, all lifted up and you know, all in her face or anything like that. She came at her very genuinely, you know, wanting to know what the issue was. But NECA clearly does not have the right intentions, because if she did have the right intentions, she would have tried to speak applicably with her Wendy's friend to try to, you know, make some type of progress towards a better future with her and Wendy. But NECA clearly does not care about her relationship with Wendy or lack thereof.
NECA, you missed the ball in that point, because that was a great opportunity for you to say your piece.
An awesome opportunity.
And yes, and then the young lady would have probably went back to Wendy and said, you got NECA all wrong.
Right.
She's a nice girl to this. But now what you gave her, she gonna go back to Wendy and be like, girl, you was all right about it. That girl NECA there's something wrong with this.
Exactly. NECA could have given her all the grievances she has with Wendy. Right. Let Wendy know what the issues are that I have with her, so that we can come together and really, really get down to the nitty and gritty and get to the other side of this thing. Because this thing is nasty. But no, this is what NECA wants. NECA wants to have an issue with Wendy, which were her intentions coming into this season to begin with. Obviously. You don't have to agree with it or not, but that's my opinion. Okay.
Listen, y'all cracking me up in these comments. Latoya said, "Mia whole body and existence is in question, child." And she'll tell you. She will tell you.
Did you see Wendy pushing Mia into the pool? Now, Wendy, why'd you have to do that, Wendy? Now, why'd you have to push Wendy? Why'd you have to push Mia into the pool, honey?
And then she gonna come up with an excuse. Well, she gonna come up with something, I'm sure. Bianca said, I love Kiana. That's her name.
Okay,
Kiana.
okay.
She says she need to replace NECA next season. Oh, you think so?
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that.
Should she replace NECA next season? And she got hands too. Y'all remember that leak we got of the fight at the club? Oh, was that Kiana?
Uh-oh. She
Was it?
nuts if she buck.
Woohoo! Wait a minute.
We got another Portia on our hands, honey. We got another Portia on our hands,
oh
child.
Lord, speaking of Portia, oh my goodness, Portia, child. Portia. I cannot. Well, I don't know.
But before we go, because we got a couple minutes left,
Yes.
I want to highlight two outfits in particular that were worn tonight. First of all, Giselle's gold dress that she wore to Ashley's birthday dinner thing going on. What did you think of it? And then I'll give my opinion.
Loved it. Giselle finally got it right. I think she finally got it right. You didn't like it, Jonathan?
Here's my thing. Because it's on Giselle, I'm automatically not going to like it. However, I do think it was a pretty dress. I feel as though she needed more body to fill it out a little bit because it was a little straight up and down for me. That's just for me. Okay. But it was a beautiful dress nonetheless. I thought she looked great in it. I just didn't know if it was the dress for her. But it was a nice looking dress, and it obviously did what it is she wanted to do, which was steal the show. But until Ashley came out in her bathing suit of sorts, of her carnival type of.
She was Brazil. Yes, she was.
What did you think of this? Because this looked like a hand-me-down from Party City that she just kind of glued together and didn't look professionally made, honey.
Y'all know Ashley don't want to wear no clothes. If Ashley could come on the show with nothing, she would. I think allegedly. Listen, I was not a fan of the pants, but that's Ashley. I don't even know why she had them on.
Yeah, really. they look like grandma's panties. Sorry,
but it was all, her derriere was out and everything. So that was Ashley. But listen, out of all the ladies, I'm gonna tell you which two I really loved. I really loved Giselle's dress. To me, the gold was really nice. I loved the slits on the side. I really did love it. It was a fun dress. I loved the way it moved on her. I loved the color.
Yes, when she was dancing in it, it looked really good when she was doing that.
It would. Now, the other person, you're gonna be shocked, but I actually loved Wendy's outfit. I did. I loved Wendy's outfit with the green, and it gave me carnival. It did give me carnival. I really did like it. Now, I wish the two ladies could have switched. Here's why, because I think the gold would have looked nicer on Wendy's skin tone.
Yes, on her darker skin tone.
Yes. Out more. Right. Instead of Giselle was really light, she was kind of blending into it. So if the two ladies could have switched, it would look nice. But I did love Wendy's outfit. Okay, Wendy, I gave you that. And I did love Giselle's outfit.
Oh, and here's something that I've heard through the grapevine. Apparently at this year's reunion for Potomac, Giselle does not have first chair. Now, I don't know. I heard that Mia has first chair this season. I don't know.
The divorce.
Right. So I don't know who the other woman is with first chair, but Giselle, for the first time in 7 or 8 or 9 seasons, Giselle will not be
who
sitting
has the other first chair?
I don't know. I haven't seen the seating chart, but that's just something that I heard and through the grapevine. So don't quote me on it, but that's just a rumor that I heard.
It's got to be the Grand Dame. It
better be. Karen needs to sit next to Andy every single year, much like Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone sit next to Andy every reunion. Karen deserves that seat every year.
She does. Yes,
she keeps the show going. She keeps the show alive. She keeps it on the air, honey.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Listen, Jonathan, this has been wonderful, fantastic. You guys, we had so much fun. Y'all, we are here every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, having these show reviews and trying to have fun and trying to be as nice as we can. So let me get y'all comments real quick. Bianca said, Karen, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think Karen is sitting in the listen. Like Jonathan said, if she's not, we need to just get our protest sign up.
Okay.
So Latoya Miller said they still were looking like the low budget Chiquita lady.
Low eggs. That's exactly what I said, girl. That's exactly what I said. Okay. Giving me hand-me-down, giving me art project.
Not our project. Chiquita, I was just singing a song in my head. Mamir said, Aaron, is Light of the Leo live tonight? If so, at what time?
Should
She
be at
is
9.
at 9 p.m. She's going to be on at
Mhm.
9 p.m. tonight. Oh my goodness. You guys, y'all are funny. Bianca said, it's Karen, just sent it to the group. Okay, so she sent it to the group. So
Wonderful.
we'll look at that
Thank you,
seating chart. You sent
Bianca.
it on Instagram, Bianca? Let's see if I can put it up real quick. We got a few seconds right here real fast. So let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, Bianca, there you go. I see some. Here we go. All right. So, okay. So this is the seating right here, Jonathan. Let me share
Oh, we
this
got
with
it. We
you.
got it. Okay. Okay.
Yes, y'all better come through, mods. Appreciate y'all.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So this is from the Bravo Shade Room. They have here. Okay, so you got Karen to the right, and then you got Mia.
Mhm.
You better come through. See, we don't have to get our picket signs up. Thank you, Bianca.
Okay.
So you got Karen and you have Mia. And then Giselle is sitting next to Karen. And Robin is sitting next to Giselle. And NECA is sitting next to Robin. And then all the way on the other side, we've got Candace sitting next to Mia. We got Wendy sitting next to Candace. And then you got Ashley sitting next to Wendy. So they don't put Ashley and Wendy all the way in the back.
It's so interesting that this year they actually have the two sides totally separated, where they were all
Yeah.
intermingled in last year's reunion. So I'm loving this seating chart. Although I
Yeah.
don't necessarily know if I like Karen sitting on Giselle and Robin's side, but Karen fits in anywhere she sits, so Karen's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that yeah, Mia would have to, because does Mia don't have any beef with Candace, but Candace
No,
has a little beef with Ashley. But you know what? The way Ashley not Ashley, the way Candace really was like cheering for Ashley when she came on with her outfit
seems like
on,
they're better.
and then she gonna go in the confessional and say a little slick comment. I
Yeah,
was
she
cheering
she she
for Candace.
did. Yeah,
And then she messed
Candace
it
still
up by
slick with the
saying that
mouth.
crazy. That's still slick at the mouth. Still slick at the mouth. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for being here today. Listen, we're going to be right back on in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes with our 90-day fiance recap. Thank y'all for being here. Remember, y'all, come on back here, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Remember, Jonathan has his own channel also on YouTube. Y'all go over there and subscribe at JoJo Speaks. Information will be
Right.
in the description and in the comments. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Jonathan, you know we need to get your closing thoughts before we get out of here. What's your closing thoughts on this one?
Team Wendy all day, but we're also Team Karen for life.
Yeah.
Okay, for life. That never goes away. Team Karen, Grand Dame for life. Ain't no other Grand Dames. Mecca is something else, but Karen is the Grand Dame, the capital THE, the Grand Dame.
Oh my goodness. Good review, Jonathan. You know I love you.
Love you too.
We'll be right back with 90-day fiance recap. Listen, the reunion happened. Y'all don't want to miss this recap coming up. We'll see y'all back here in about 2 minutes. All right. See y'all later.
All
Good
right.
night.